Today is June 19th. And last week I talked about, so y'all would see the video that came out last week about me being in a slump, right? And I was reading the Dream Job, right? And I wanted to read this book right here. Y'all, I was just on the first page, prologue, and it's Alyssa. But y'all, I gotta read this. This is just the first page. The boy in the red hoodie always showed up with his friends each day. They made a ton of noise, smoking cigarettes and cursing up a storm. He stood out because the other guys laughed and smiled. He seemed muted, almost as if his mind lived far away from his surroundings. His lips hardly ever turned up. I wonder if he knew what smiling was. Maybe he was a person who simply exists instead of lived. Sometimes we lock eyes and I always look away. I found it hard to look into his camera eyes because they looked sadder than in any eyes his age should ever look. Deep, purplish bags sat under them, along with wrinkling lines, but still he was handsome. Y'all! I'm so glad that I decided to go ahead and read this book because I'm so happy right now. I'm like happy. So I really made a right decision. I have on the same outfit that I had in the last video last Wednesday because I'm filming on the same day because I decided to start reading this book. And y'all, I'm so in love and I'm so happy. My heart is so happy right now because I needed this. I could not finish the other book. The other two books were at 60%. I can always go back to them, but I got to read this book because it's so good right now. So, y'all, I'm in my happy element right now. Yes! Y'all, today is Friday, the 21st of June. And today, y'all, I did something. I actually got this book right here, The Fire Between Highs and Low, on Audible. Oh my God, I never thought that I would get a membership for it because I was just like, I love just a physical book. I never thought that I would get a Kindle, and I did. And my cousin sent me a message and said, Nika, you should get Audible. She sent me a book, and I said I was going to listen to it. But then I decided, since I was working today and cutting stickers and all that, I wanted to listen to my book. So I was like, let me get Audible. And I did. And it's so wonderful, y'all. Oh my gosh, this book right here. I'm in love with it. I really am. And so I stopped at chapter 13. So I told my cousin she created a monster. But okay, y'all might want to know why I got on this Scully, because it's kind of cold in my house. So I have it on. And so I am listening to it on Audible right now. So y'all, I just wanted to pop in because I'm going to finish this book. so I can go to the next book that I want to read. I think that I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I was supposed to read Get a Life, Chloe Brown, but I think I'm going to hold off on that book because I want to see if I can get Audible on the other two books that I stopped um, reading so I can finish those. So I'm going to do that. So, but I am so happy that I made that decision. And so let me go because that book is getting too good right by now. And I'll update y'all a little bit about the book, but oh my gosh, this book is awesome to me. So I had to interject for a minute because I noticed that I did not talk about this book. The book is about Logan and Alyssa, main characters. But they also talk about Alyssa's sister, Erica, and her mom. They also talk about Logan's brother, Kellen, and his mom, Julia. So this is really like an emotional book because on one side, Logan is really messed up. He's on drugs. His mom is on drugs. His dad is the pusher. Okay. And he learned about drugs from an early age because of his father. On the other side, Alyssa comes from a really respected family. Her mom is a lawyer. Her sister has a really good job. And then Alyssa's really just trying to find her way. And so I didn't want to give so much spoilers, but certain parts of the book was just heartbreaking to me. But it also showed that love can conquer anything. And so as I'm talking about this book and certain parts, those parts resonated with me. And so that's why I highlighted them. And so if I miss anything, I apologize right now. But I really do love this book. Y'all, as I'm reading The Fire Between High and Low, I just really want to cry. Because oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start because I really haven't been talking about this book. But I'm listening to the audio, but I had to find it in the book. So I'm on page 187. And so in the beginning of the book, it talks about, when they finished school, they were 18 years old. And then the second part is 5 years later. So certain things happen. And I don't want to really be a spoiler for this book, but oh my gosh, y'all. How do you tell somebody that, how do you tell your brother that you have cancer and that's what you're fighting? Oh my gosh. And Logan is so upset. I don't even know if I talked about this book at all. I'm talking about the story, the line. I don't know. I'm just all over the place right now because I'm just like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening right now. Okay. And then Alyssa's mom is really ticking me off in this book. She really is. She's making me mad because I'm like, you favor one child above another because you favor one child because she goes in the path that you went into, I meant to say. And then Alyssa, you treat like she's nothing. How do you treat your child like they're nothing? Like, the father left, and the father was into music as well, right? And so Alyssa loved to play the piano. And the thing about this is her mom favors one child over the other. So Erica's her sister, Alyssa's sister. Her mom always talking good about her because she kind of followed in her path of going to school, got her life together, all of that, right? But Alyssa did not, and she always putting her down, all of this. And she didn't think like going into the music was a career, it's just a hobby. Her mom is just so mean. And I know sometimes women, if they're not with a man, not all the time, but sometimes treat that child like it's their fault because the man left. You know, I'm just... Anyway, I just had to pause because Logan just found out about Kellen and that he has cancer, y'all. And I know I haven't really talked about this book, but and Logan is really upset. But when you think of the high and the low of a person, and Logan has been through so much with his mom and dad, and he got help for it because of an accident that happened, but I don't want to go into more details than that. But he comes back to find out that his brother has cancer. And I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, but I really was like upset about that part. Oh my God, I'm loving this book. I mean, it may not be ideal for everybody, but I've been listening to the audio, and so now I'm listening to it on audio and reading at the same time because I just want to get through this part right here. Oh my gosh, y'all. I don't know. I love Brittany Cherry's book. I do. So I picked back up the book, y'all, and what really ticks me off when Alyssa's mom and Erica's mom said this in the book. You can't marry a person who has cancer, Erica. It makes no sense. You're thinking with your heart instead of your head. What the hell? I had to say that. Like, really? Who would say that? I know some people will say that, right? And this book makes it so realistic because some people, it's all about that. You know, why would you do that? I'm like, I think that's why her husband left her. That just, I can't with her mom. I just can't, y'all. I really can't with this mom. Okay, let me get back to the book because the mom, I just don't even want her in this book anymore, to be honest. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm really getting mad at Logan now. He's being so... I understand that he's hurting, but he doesn't have to act like that towards Alyssa. He's being a true jerk. Y'all, I'm so into this book, okay? I'm listening to it, and I'm getting ready to tape my video for my self-care. But I was listening to it as I was making the sugar sheet for it. Oh, y'all. I don't know what to say. I'm just really getting really mad at Logan. And I know hurting people hurt people for sure. But this is crazy. That's all I had to say. I had to come on to say that. Oh my gosh. So y'all, I finished the book. I'm so happy. I did. Oh God, I really do love romance books. Um, it really gave me that spark that I needed because I was last week when I was talking about I was in a slump. Your girl was in a slump, but I think she's back because this book really was amazing to me. I love it. And I before I close out, I'm gonna read this part. Alyssa, my beautiful love, has saved my life. She has given me a reason to live, and it was an honor to be loved by her. I promise her heart I'll never forget the way she gave me all of her when I had nothing left to give in return. She promised me I wasn't the product of my yesterdays, and I knew I was destined for amazing tomorrows. Y'all, I'm going to end there. Y'all have a wonderful day, and thank y'all for joining me on this journey of my bookish vlog. And I will see you next Wednesday. Bye.